Howdy y'all, what's up? This is Chocobo Knight 99 Team Gentleman, and we're gonna play some Starcraft 2. So this is just a little replay I got. I won, of course, but yeah, I like to. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm spawning as Blue Protoss. This guy Andrew is spawning as the Red Zerg. Some Silver League matches. This guy's got 49 wins under his belt, but today he falls to BillyBread. That's me. I got 9 wins under my belt in Silver League, and I'm not even gonna toot my own horn. I'm pretty booty at this game, so I was really surprised I won. I don't know how the fuck this guy got 49 wins and lost to me, but I don't know. I mean, if we look at the... Yeah, I don't know. On average, he gets about 50 actions per minute, so... Not really sure how that happens. Anyway, this is pretty normal stuff on this 2-player map, you know. He's spawning as Zerg, so I just kind of build a wall. And, he doesn't really send out his overlords either to do any scouting or anything, but I think he does hatchery first. Yep, because when I scouted out, I saw that pretty early, so it's pretty booty. Other than that, pretty normal stuff from both of us. Nothing too crazy. Over here. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really liking this game. I'm still really new, and I wanted to record this game. Or I wanted to record this replay, I guess it is, and put it on YouTube because, I don't know, I just thought it'd be fun to look back, you know, maybe like 5 years from now or something, and just see like where I was when I first started, because I've only been playing this game for about a week now. I played Brood War about a year when I was in high school. I was never very good at it. I mostly played custom games. I was okay. And I played Starcraft 2 a little bit when it first came out, like Wings of Liberty. I never really played any actual games. I mostly just played customs. I played a lot against the AI, but mostly I just kind of turned cheat codes on so I could have infinite minerals and gas and... yeah. Anyway, he's about to finish his second hatchery. I think he's got a spawning... oh, he's working on a spawning pool that should be up in 20 game seconds. He's got 1 gas, and I think I've got 1 gas. No, I've got 2 gas up, so... he hasn't done any scouting, by the way, so... I don't know, he's just doing this all blind. I don't know, I guess he's just making an assumption that I'm a Protoss, and an assumption that the only really cheese I can kind of do is a cannon rush, and he's already got vision of the base, so that's probably why his Overlord's just sitting here instead of scouting. He's just making sure there's no cheese plays like any cannon rushes, and he's like, you know what? That's the only thing that could beat this, and since I don't see cannons, I'm just gonna build 2 hatcheries, and yeah, go for it. Me on the other hand, sending out my first zealot. Gonna do some scouting here. I'm just checking to see if he's doing any fast expansions or anything. I always like to send that out. Got my wallop. Warp gate's on its way. Mothership core's already down. And yeah, I'm gonna see the second base here. I'm like, oh, snippity snap. So I got the vision. He don't know nothing about me, though. He knows I have a zealot. That's about it. I don't know. So yeah, I think... did he ever do any scouting? No, he has no idea what I have. So I already know he has a second base. I'm checking for a hidden, even crazy third, but he didn't go that crazy. Working on metabolic boost and some spine crawls, so he's really gonna play a late macro game. Just going for all defense here. Yeah, look at that, man. 3 spine crawlers. Oh, damn, son. Some high-level Silver League strats right here, man. I tells you what, 3 spine crawlers, too strong. Man, I really could have got it. Oh, no, I guess I couldn't because he had the queen, but I get a lot of scouting information. And this zealot, believe it or not, actually lives. I thought he was going to die. I was like, you know what? Suicide mission, get as much information as you can, get out. And he does get out, to his credit. I couldn't believe it. That queen can't really chase him, as long as he's off creep. So I saw a second expansion, so I'm like, alright, I'll play your game. And I didn't see like any Zerglings at all, so no units. I'm like, okay, he wants to play macro game, you know. That's where I win most of my games anyway, so I usually lose to rushes and cheese, but I've been getting a lot better at playing around that. Against Terrans, I usually build pylons over here to protect the mineral line and then rush into a mothership core. Against Zerg, usually just wall off. Against Protoss, just kind of spread out all your buildings so that we don't lose to any like cannon rushes. So I have nothing against that, you know. I mean, dominant strategy. People do what they do to win. But yeah, I've tried that. I've tried cannon rushing. It's actually pretty tough because I don't know. The first time I cannon rushed, they just sent all 6 of their SCVs at my pylon. It got destroyed, and I was like, well, I'm already behind. GG. Click surrender. Second time I did it, I built it a little too far off because I didn't want it to get rushed by the workers. It was hidden for a while, but then he just built like a second expansion, and I couldn't reach in time. So he's got a pretty respectable amount of Zerglings. Gonna finally see for the first time what I got here. So he's just scanning around for any proxy pylons, looks like. Which I don't do too often. I only do that when I'm really sure I'm gonna win, but I'm not too confident in my SC2 skills yet, so he's gonna rush up, see what he can find, and I don't know what the fuck that was. So yeah, he just runs in and doesn't even pull back his Zerglings, so they just instantly die. I mean, he used up a Photon Overcharge, but I still got one more, so just kind of suicided his Zerglings in without, I don't think even getting any information. I mean, he knows I have a second base. And I guess he would have seen the Stalkers, the Sentries, the Zealot. So he knows I didn't rush into like Immortals or something, so that's pretty good to know. And yeah, he's just gonna keep sitting on the second base, double evolution chamber. That's pretty good. He's got nothing right now for him, so we're both rushing up 1/1 upgrades. Gonna get my weapons a little bit before he finishes. And he's going into Banelings here. I never really saw him use these. Yeah. So I don't know what's up. I don't play Zerg, so I'm not gonna pretend I actually know how the tech tree works. I'm assuming Banelings are part of it. Like maybe he needs, I don't know. But I don't know. He's gonna blow up these rocks. Looks like he's going for a third. I send in a hallucinated Phoenix to make sure no silly shenanigans are going on. Just a little scouting there. So we're both sitting on 2 bases. Not too much happening this game. Got my Stargate up because he's doing a lot of fast expansions, and he's not really. Yeah, he didn't really push me any. We didn't really do any pokes or anything this whole game. So I was feeling pretty safe to go for some Phoenixes early and just do some scouting. Got Blink up. Got that 1 armor. So I've got 1 weapons. He's got nothing. Slowly getting these rocks. Yeah. I also don't claim to be a good commentator on games. I'm just kind of saying what I see. If you're watching this, I'm impressed. I don't know. This is mostly for my own benefit. So I'm not really uploading this for anybody's entertainment or whatnot. If you find it entertaining, then that's good for you, but I'm mostly just doing this so I can have the... I don't know, I like watching my own games, you know. It helps you improve as a player, definitely. You get to see how you're doing in response to your opponent. Speaking of which, we're sitting about the same as far as an economic lead goes. Yeah, it's a little up the tech tree than I am, but that's okay. Because I'm just going to rush Colossi. And I see that third. So I've got a few options. I can rush it in with this tiny-ass army and try and destroy it. Or I can go for my own third. I don't have a lot of workers on this base, though, so I'm pretty sure I just kind of said fuck it and attacked. I don't really remember. Yeah. So, well, yep, there we go. Alright. So... Oh, and we're going to meet each other in the middle here, because I guess we both decided to attack at the same time. So I do some pokes, get some free kills off these Zerglings. Not too much of a threat. They run back. And I'm like, yeah, I got this. Time to destroy base. And then I see all those roaches. I'm like, nope, fuck that. Can't fight that. I don't know if I could have. I probably. No, that's a lot of roaches. I don't know, I guess with like really good microing I could have, but I'm pretty. Oh, and I got Blink too, so I'm pretty boo boo at microing though, so. I mostly just win my games through macroing. So I'm like, alright. Not gonna destroy that base, but he's gonna be mining off 3 bases. So I think at this point I just kind of rushed. Yeah, I just kind of rushed worker protection and then getting ready for taking my own third. So, as a I don't know, if you're a noob to Starcraft, then I'm a noob too. So we can learn together with this series if I decide to keep uploading Starcraft videos. But I don't know. As one noob to another, for any noobs watching, I would just advise don't fall behind in bases. I've learned that the hard way. If your opponent has 3 bases, you want to have 3 bases. If your opponent has 4 bases, you definitely don't want to have less. So you always want to try and keep the same. The problem is, the more bases you expand to, the harder it is to defend it, because you got a lot more ground to cover. And I probably should have taken this expansion because it's easier to defend, but I didn't want to blow up those rocks because I was kind of lazy, so I just kind of grabbed this. And I don't think he ever saw it. I don't know. He doesn't. Like, I'm aware that he has 3 bases right now. All he knows is that I have 2 bases. He doesn't know any of my tech. I guess I don't really know any of his tech either. Never really peeped into his base. All I really know, and I haven't seen these Hydras yet, I don't think. All I know is that he's sitting on Roach Zerglings. And he knows that I'm sitting on Sentries and Stalkers. So yeah. Pretty slow game. Just what you'd expect from 2 Silver League players. But, I don't know. Not too much going on. Let's take a look at the income tab. Yeah, about the same. Yeah, alright, my army's twice as big. So that's pretty cool. I could totally demolish him and push his poop in any second. So the thing that bugs me is that, oh, okay, I guess we had about the same APM. So I guess we're both about equal in skill. So that's pretty cool. Just comes down to Zerg being more boo-boo. That's what I say. I don't know. I don't really believe that. I've seen all the races, and they're all pretty balanced. I don't know. Like, it really does come. Like, when you get to the higher levels of play, it really does just come down to the player. Anyway, all 3 of us are mining off 3 bases, about the same income and whatnot. My army's still bigger, and it is getting bigger as I've got 4 warp gates backing it up. Bringing in my Colossus. It's my first one. And he's sitting on 3 hatcheries. So yeah. We'll see who gets there first. And then, yeah, he's got a pretty well positioned army too. He can defend his expansion over his 3rd expansion here, his natural here. There's no way I'm getting that main base unless I've got like balls to the wall army. He's got a 1-2, looks like, for his upgrades. But I am sitting on 1-1-1. Yeah! Oh, and I'm about to finish up my level 2 weapons. And now. Right now. Right about now. So I've got 2 and 1. Am I about to attack here? I've got a Colossi. Or a Colossus, I probably could. And my army's way bigger, it's way stronger. Neither of us knows that. He still doesn't... Oh, does he? No, he still doesn't know about my 3rd base. I guess he could make assumptions I have one. They get split here by the little rocks. That's just my poor ass microing right there. Works out in the end because they meet the army and they kind of pinch or flank it on both sides. That's pretty good. And Blink should be coming in a second. Yep, there we go. Got Guardian Shields blocking those shots. Yeah, sexy shots. Girl. You know you got that sexy shots. Some spine crawlers doing some work there. Ugh. Yeah. Fuck you, spine crawlers. If you look at the supply right now, about 50 ahead, so he does not have the supply. Didn't focus fire on this Colossus at all, just really bad microing on his part, I guess. So, start to focus down his hatchery, because that's my objective. I probably could have killed him here if I really wanted to, but... I mean, I don't know. My only objective was taking out this hatchery and then leaving. I didn't want to finish him yet, because... I don't know. Yeah, he had some... Or, I think I was about to finish. I was like, maybe I could finish him, and then I saw these roaches, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to fight that. Didn't even take out the Colossus, so that's really great. Saved a lot of my units. Saved my Colossus, which is the most important thing. Have more on the way. Yeah, have one right there. Have a third warping in right now. And he's going to do a little chase. Catches the stalker out. Tries to catch these ones, but I blink like a pro. Yeah! Just like the Koreans. Bam. Alright, so this army's way too huge for him to engage, and he's still... Yeah, he hasn't done any scouting. You can probably make assumptions that I have a third. I mean, like, for all he knows, I could have a... Well, with that army size, I guess I couldn't really have a fourth, but... I don't know. He's just, like, kind of staying in his base. Yeah, on the other hand, I got my phoenixes scouting out everywhere, getting vision all around. So yeah, and if you're a new player to Starcraft, another thing I recommend definitely is using hotkeys. I've got each of these phoenixes on a separate hotkey, and then if you hold shift before you tell them to move, you can queue up actions. So you see I've got them on a flight path, so that way you don't have to. It's a lot to micromanage, so it just makes it easier. So your phoenix can be flying around, scouting everything. While at the same time I'm just working on building workers, warping in units, building tech, managing resources. I don't know, I like Starcraft a lot. Lots to manage there. Oh, what's he got? I don't even know what the fuck this is. Ah! Alright, working on infestors. So what's he got? He's got 2-2. I've got 2-1-1. And I've got level 2's on the way. Yeah, let's take a look. Still about the same in income. Army's twice as big, and here's a fight. Woo! Blink OP! Is that... Oh, no, it didn't even make Mutas, yeah. So, didn't really go up the tech tree too fast. I don't think he even got Burrow. It's pretty sad. Woo! So, if you'll notice, my microphone's kind of boo-boo right now. It's because I'm getting picked up in a bit, and I didn't have time to do my whole setup. I just wanted to make this video really quick before I got picked up and headed back to Livonia for Thanksgiving. Excited about that. I still have to email Tinley Park about regionals, because I want to start judging there. So, I don't know if I missed my opportunity yet or not. It's in January 4th. It's November 25th right now, so... I don't know. So yeah, finally take out that... Oh wait, is this the second time? Yeah, this is the second time I'm taking out the base. And I think I just kind of close it here. So yeah. I don't know, it's not too hard of a game. It's a lot easier than Brood War, I'd say. Very, very easy to pick up. Basically, I'm just going to take the advice I learned from watching the IEMs in Toronto. You gotta get money, build units, and kill the other guy. So basically, scouting is really important. You know, I've still got these phoenixes flying around as I'm killing this guy. There's the GG. But yeah, I still had phoenixes flying around scouting. You know, always make sure, you know, information is important. You want to, like, you know, just send out little scouts, maybe like a word. If you're Zerg, you can send out like Zerglings. If you're Protoss, you can just send out like one Zealot. If you're Terran, you can just send out like one Marine. You know, it's not that, like, it's only like 100 minerals, you know, and it's like it's not like they were going to really add too much to your army anyway, so as far as defending or attacking. And it just gives you information, because then you can you know, just set them on a patrol route, or a little queued up route here, so that they can check mineral fields. You know, see how many bases your opponent has. Make sure you're never behind in bases. You always want to have at least the same amount of bases as your opponent. Typically Zerg will have more bases just because they need hatcheries to spawn units, but yeah, get more bases, you know, and then try not to lose any fights. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. Alright, well, I'm sorry I wasted 20 minutes of your time. I hope you had fun. I had fun. Yeah. I'm probably going to be stuck in silver for the rest of my life. I think I'm about like 12th top. I'm definitely like top 25 in silver. I don't think I've broken that top 8 just yet. I think this guy I just played was in top 8 for silver, so he was technically a better player than me, but I don't know, just I guess lack of scouting, lack of information on his part. Didn't really realize how big of a threat that was coming, and then failure to defend his hatcheries too, just like focusing way too much on building 3 spine crawlers. Didn't have like much of an army, so he just lost all his fights. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.